Howdy folks, we're back. We're going to be looking at now the 1/4" drive 6-piece set from the Icon range. I get this question a lot. Do you need 1/4" drive? The general consensus I give is if you're not working on interior parts or a lot of plastic intakes, generally no. But I tend to keep 1/4" drive around. I don't keep a lot of it around, but I'm starting to gain a collection of 1/4" drive. With that said, it's been something to upgrade the extension set because I really don't have that many extensions. This is going to pretty much be the only 1/4" drive extension set I have, except for this Performance Tool brand set, which, folks, the large one is literally longer than the box for the Icon. So we'll be comparing the 12" here to the Performance Tool, because realistically this is the only 12" sized extension, 1/4" drive extension I own. So bear with me a little bit. I actually don't even own Craftsman, any tool truck brands of 1/4" drive extensions. Primarily everything I own is either from the Big HF or some obscure thing. The best I can come up with is 1/4" drive air ratchet. But we'll get to that in a little bit. We're going to open this up now. Now these are undercut just like the big bullet, the 3/8 drive stuff here. So that's what they're saying. These are undercut shafts. They call them small diameter. Potato. So I guess for me, two of the biggest reasons why I don't generally own a lot of 1/4" drive, I guess, is I haven't found good 1/4" drive. 3/8, 1/2", yeah. Or, yeah, just some spacers. Okay. So, here it is, compared to the big boy set. And it is taped on all 4 sides, just like the big boy set was. So we're gonna pull the tape off. Now I want you to know, folks, flat out, this was bought with my own money. This is not a paid endorsement, and if it was, it would show it. But if you folks want to see a paid endorsement on this channel, go look at Super Clean videos. Those are pretty much the only paid endorsement videos you're ever going to find on this channel. And still, folks, I still am a little skeptical on them. Okay, so just go watch them and you'll see what's going on. Okay. All right. Now, just, you know, similar to the big boy, the 12-inch is longer than what they say. So, where they get their measurements is a little awkward. And it really does vary between tool manufacturer. But, and yeah, we are talking slight undercut shaft all the way to the knurling, just as the big boys. So just as the big boys are, so are the little ones. So I'm actually going to put the big boys away. Because realistically, all we're going to be talking about is 1/4-inch drive. I really don't want to be talking about 3/8 drive. Now, I really wanted to make this a dual-purpose video. It's not just going to be the unboxing of this. We are going to be talking about why do you need 1/4-inch drive. 1/4-inch drive is starting to become a little bit prevalent, especially in your oddball things, such as these. These are part of that through socket, the shallow drive socket set, the Power Torx shallow drive set. If you don't have the ratchet, they do have the 1/4-inch drive, and oh wow, yeah, like the big boys, this ain't coming off, which I hate, because there's a lot of extensions out there. They just fall right off, especially in the 1/4-inch drive world. But, you know, and that's how they make things like this. They will put it as a 1/4-inch drive or something obscure, but I prefer it if they make it a 1/4-inch drive, so at least you can run it on a, you know, standardized tool set. And the thing is that with 1/4-inch drive, they do make it all in, you know, flex head, rounded head, and even in your tiny breaker bar size. Plus, my 3/8 drive ratchet, I actually have the 3/8 drive version of this ratchet. I bought that first. This is the one that I bought after. And it's 1/4-inch drive. You know, looking at it from the back, oh, you think it's a 3/8 drive, you flip it over. Yeah, that's 1/4-inch drive. You know, that's 1/4-inch drive, folks. So, you know, they do make a very good selection out there. There is a very good selection of 1/4-inch drive ratchets out there, and you know, like I said, they do make 1/4-inch drive. They do make 1/4-inch drive air ratchets for those times when you've got a lot of things to zip off or put back on. And the thing is that if you're doing a lot of interior stuff, that's when I say yes, you need 1/4-inch drive, because the interiors, especially on these newer vehicles, they just get tighter and tighter and tighter. They pack them with a lot more wiring. They they pack them with all this HVAC stuff, you know, the fun stuff that, you know, keeps us warm in the winter and cool in the summer. Well, you know, when that stuff goes bad or wrong, it's a pain in the butt to sometimes fix it when the part is way the heck up at the top of the dash, and you know, you're having to go in through the bottom of the dash. So there's that. Now, like I said, they make several different, they make adapters to run 1/4 inch drive onto 3/8 sockets, you know. So if you need a tiny socket and you've got the length room, you know, you can do this. And the thing is that they do make sizes, as far as I've seen sizes as big as 15 and 1/4 inch, 15 millimeter and 1/4 inch drive size. So realistically, it's not a bad drive size to have, but realistically, folks, I look at this as more precision work than actual grunt work. You know, when it comes to the real grunt work, I'm still going to pull out the 3/8 drive stuff. You know, if I'm changing out an alternator, I'm not going to be pulling out my 1/4 inch drive. It's going to be 3/8 drive. But the thing is that for those fine, delicate electronics, you're going to need 1/4 inch drive. Under the hood, the big thing that I say needs 1/4 inch drive is pulling intakes and putting intakes back on. Especially with these modern vehicles with plastic intakes, you know, plastic composite intakes that have plastic bushings and these, and sure, they're brass fittings on the inside, but they still thread into plastic. Okay? So that's where I use a lot of 1/4 inch drive in the engine compartment, especially there again around the computer systems, because you don't have the room for a big full-sized 3/8 drive ratchet a lot of times. So you're stuck running 1/4 inch drive. Now, if you're starting off, do you need 1/4 inch drive? Not really. I'd say get a basic set of it, but realistically, you don't need to be full on hoarding 1/4 inch drive tools. And, you know, for oddball specialty things, they only come in 1/4 inch drive. Such as, like this E4 socket. I don't even think they make this in a 3/8 drive. So the only way you're going to get an E4 socket is you got to get in 1/4 inch drive. So if you're dealing with external torques, you know, the really small external torques, yeah, you're going to want to run out and get some 1/4 inch drive. The one that I've actually used 1/4 inch drive a lot on lately is when I'm using my swivel sockets, because I only have this one set of swivel sockets, and realistically the 13 and the 10 are 1/4 inch drive, and I have really used them. So, and that's kind of why these are pretty beat up, okay? these extensions, they've seen life, okay? Life around the pond, okay? So, and generally I'm using this big mammoth of a ratchet. But yeah, if you're gonna start doing lots of mechanical work, yeah, I'd say invest in 1/4" drive. Slowly, I'd still suggest you get more 3/8 drive, but as you can, get the 1/4" drive. Now, back to these. You know, these are almost $40, okay? Are they worth it? Looking at them, yeah, they're really worth it because of the fact that, you know, you are getting a 6-piece set. They are, from what I'm seeing, a pretty precision-made set. Let's see. Oh, wow. And the flex, folks, is actually the flex inside the ratchet. So, let me see if I can find a better, here we go. You know, these are really nice. So, let's do what we did on the 3/8 drive video. We'll connect them together from smallest to largest. Okay, let's see how much actual wobble we get. They're not... I'll tell you this much, they do droop, and they are a lot looser than the 3/8 drive stuff, but they're still usable. Yeah, I would have liked them to be a little bit better, but you know what? They'll wear in, and yeah. So, realistically, do you need 1/4" drive? That's a decision that you're going to have to make. If you do a lot of interior work, if you do a lot of intake manifold stuff, I'd suggest you start pushing yourself into at least blending your tool set with 1/4" drive and 3/8 drive. Okay? You do that and you'll actually end up with a nice tool set. If you're doing a lot more suspension work, then realistically, I get it, you're not going to want to move into the 1/4" drive at all. You'll probably be looking at 3/8 drive as the bare minimum and the 1/2" drive as your go-to if you're doing suspension work a lot. So I get that. But 1/4" drive, 1/4" drive will fit into places that the 3/8 drive stuff just will not fit. I mean, literally, folks, that's what I'm talking about right there. You're talking about even the back end to back end touching. you know, you are looking at a lot of difference. You know, like this back isn't much bigger than the 3/8 drive. So, just something to consider, because there's one time, let me give you an example. When I was taking the oil pan off the Rabbit, there's 3 bolts in the back that are wedged up against the bell housing, well, the clutch guard. Now, realistically, I could have probably rammed a 3/8 drive up in there and got them out, but when it came to putting them back in, I ended up having to really use a wobble socket. Well, it's also nice that this is a 1/4 inch drive, so it allowed me to get in there and get up in there and tighten it. So there are times, even on the engine side, where you're going to need it even just to start fasteners. So keep that in mind. And I think I've talked to you about 1/4 inch drive stuff enough. We've done the unboxing, and I want to know your opinion on 1/4 inch drive down in the comments, because realistically, this is my opinion on 1/4 inch drive, and realistically, folks, I have to have the blended tool set, because one day I can be doing suspension work, you know, suspension and brake work, of which you've already seen. One day I can be doing engine work, and I mean, this is just on my own fleet, so just keep that in mind. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.